Okay, so today's notes are going to be over area and circumference. So this is just talking about circles. The new unit that we're doing is area of all shapes. So we're just going to start with circles. So today is March 30th. Okay, so the area formula for a circle is just area is equal to pi r squared. R is the radius, and then circumference is equal to 2 pi r, where again r is the radius, or you can also use pi times diameter. So both those will work. Okay. So for 1 and 2, we're finding area, and 3 and 4, we are doing circumference. Okay, so for number 1, our area formula is pi r squared. Our radius is 12. So I have pi times 12 squared. Okay, and that goes down to, well, 12 squared is 144 times pi. All right, and if I take that even farther, I just enter it in my calculator and I should get about 452.39 meters squared. Okay, number 2. Okay, so this time they give us the diameter. So our diameter is 35, which means our radius is half of that, so it's 17.5. And then I can use my area formula. So pi r squared. Our radius is 17.5. Okay, if I do 17.5 squared in my calculator, that is 306.25 times pi. And then again, plug that into your calculator and you should get about 962.11 kilometers squared. Okay, and if your decimals vary just a little bit, it's okay. It just depends on if you're using the pi symbol or if you're using 3.14 as pi. Both are a-okay with me. Okay, so 3 and 4, we are going to be doing circumference. So our circumference formula is 2 pi r, and I am given the radius, so I just plug that in. So I do 2 pi times 15.6, and that gets me 31.2 times pi. Then plug that into my calculator, and it's about 98.02 centimeters. Okay, and if we remember, area is in units squared, and then circumference is in just units. Okay, all right, so number 4. Okay, so this time they give me the diameter. So I'm going to do circumference as well. So circumference is equal to pi times diameter. So I get circumference is equal to 58 pi. And that's about 182.21 yards. Okay, so this next section, so 5 through 7, we're going to use the area and circumference formulas to find the radius or diameter. Okay, so I'm going to find the diameter of a circle with a circumference of 65.97. So they tell me my circumference, so I'm going to write my circumference formula. And since I'm looking for diameter, I'm going to do the pi times diameter. So I get 65.97 is equal to pi times diameter. Okay. Well, pi is just a number, and I'm trying to get diameter by itself, so I just divide by pi. So on that side, it cancels out, so I'm left with diameter. Okay, 65.97 divided by pi, about 21 meters. All right. Okay, number 6. So find the radius of a circle with a circumference of 35 pi yards. So this time I'm going to use the circumference is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, my circumference is 35 pi equals 2 pi r. Okay, and I want to get r by itself, so I'm going to divide each side by 2 pi. Okay, well on the right side, I'm just left with r, but then on the left side, pi over pi, those just cancel, so it's just 35 divided by 2, which is 17.5 yards for my radius. Okay, number 7, find the radius of a circle with an area of 380.13 square inches. Okay, so this time we are doing area. So area is equal to pi r squared. My area is 380.13, and that's equal to pi r squared. So I'm first going to divide by pi. So 380.13 divided by pi is going to give me 121 is equal to r squared. Okay, so to get rid of r squared, I just need to square root both sides. Oops, sorry, y'all. So square root. So I get 11 is equal to r, and it is measured in inches. Okay. All right, the last section, so we're just going to use the information given to find the area or circumference. Okay, so number 8, we want to find the area of a circle with a circumference of 26 pi feet. So this is what I'm starting with. So circumference is equal to 2 pi r. And in this case, it's equal to 26 pi. So I'm going to solve for r. So I'm going to divide each side by 2 pi. So I get r is equal to, okay, well those pi's cancel. So I get 26 divided by 2, which is just 13. So my radius is 13 feet. Okay, however, it is asking for area, so I need to plug that into my area formula now. So I do area is equal to pi r squared. So pi times 13 squared, that gets me 169 pi. Plug that into my calculator, and I get about 530.93 feet squared. So as long as you're in that range close to there, you're all good. Okay, number 9. So find the circumference of a circle with an area of 201.06. So that means I'm using my area formula first. So area equals pi r squared. So I have 201.06 is equal to pi r squared. I'm going to divide both sides by pi. And on the left, I get 64. And on the right, I'm left with r squared. Well, again, to get rid of that r squared, you square root both sides. So you get your radius is equal to 8. Okay, well, again, that's not what it's asking. It's asking for circumference. So I need to plug that in. So I have circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So I have circumference is equal to 2 pi times 8, which gets me 16 pi, which if I plug that into my calculator, it gets me somewhere around 50.27 inches. Okay, and then the last one, we are looking for area given a circumference. So circumference, again, 2 pi r. This case, it's 18.84 is equal to 2 pi times r. I'm going to divide both sides by 2 pi. So I get r is equal to, so I'm just going to do that straight in my calculator, and it gets me 3. So my radius is 3. So then I plug it into my area equation. So area is equal to pi times 3 squared, which is 9 pi, which is in this case 28.27 yards squared. Okay, so today, just area and circumference. Tomorrow you're going to be practicing, so if you want to get a jump on that, you can start it. Otherwise, y'all are done for the day.